Listen, old people, you need a will and a trust, right? So anyway, like, listen, what I'm talking to y'all about is that basically I'm gonna use my dad as an example. He doesn't want to make a will and he doesn't want to make a trust, and it's like, how in the world do you actually go out, basically knowing that your kids, both of your kids, are not even, there's no like type of structure to doing things without having to get the government involved, right? So anyway, what it's about is that, like, if the government's involved, that means that the kid's gonna have to go to the probate. No, the kid's gonna have to get the papers from the parent. They have to get all the papers, and sometimes that could be very, very, very miserable, because I've actually heard of people who had good family members and they died, and then they were trying to get the papers, and then they had nothing but a suitcase holding the papers and nothing but a suitcase and all that stuff. And that's like miserable, man. Like, why would y'all want to leave y'all next of kin out there like that? It's like air on my neck. Maybe it's a piece of hair, I don't know. But why would y'all want to leave y'all next of kin out there like, it's like, they don't basically know where to look for and what to go and all that stuff, right? I'm just going to use an example of a daughter or son like that, like, because it's the easiest example, because it's like, if you don't have a will, it's like, who's really your next of kin? Is it the oldest person or something like that? If you don't have kids, is it I don't even know, the person you say this your best friend, and then next thing you know, they all going to have to go to court, and then they're all going to have to fight over your stuff, right? So anyway, my father wanted to get married to his girlfriend, and it's like, he can get married to his girlfriend, but that chick don't even like him. Like, if she doesn't really like him, respect him, and her and her mama both ask him for money all the time, it's like, you already know where it's gonna go. It's like, it's not gonna go anywhere good. You got, like, and I'm like a good daughter. I try to pay for things. I try to do everything I'm supposed to do. But then again, it's like, it just seems like they don't really care. Seem like parents, they don't really give a darn. I remember yesterday I was just sick, right? And there were some guys that were supposed to come to the house, because the guys were making the time themselves, They didn't want to come on Monday, they didn't want to come on Tuesday, they didn't want to come on Wednesday. They said, oh, we might come on Thursday or Friday, something like that. So they making their own time. And I'm just like, yo, on that day I didn't feel good. I told my dad. Then I told my dad, and then he wanted to blame me for not feeling good, because the guys were actually walking around his house, because he actually left his house unlocked, right, as he was going to get money and all that stuff. So it's like, you understand what I mean? It's just like, you don't really, you see parents, you see the way they behave, they don't really make really good decisions and all that stuff. So it's just like, you can be a good kid, but then you can still be left out of like everything. It's like, my brother is disabled, and it's like, my brother is disabled, and it's like, so that means to tell me, if my dad passed, that means to tell me my brother and I would be completely left out. So you got to go to court, and then I know for a fact that my dad has my mom cousin on on some money, right? I forgot, insurance. Yeah, insurance money, and it's like, he hasn't updated at all. He hasn't updated at all, and it's crazy because he doesn't even talk to her anymore, because after my mom died, there's been a lot of problems, and my dad embarrassed her in front of the whole church and all that stuff, and so it's just like, she's not really talking to him at all. So that lady makes a lot of money, and it's like, you make a lot of money. Look at my hair, y'all, sticking up. But anyway, you make a lot of money, and you're a good person, but sometimes, things can happen. My dad told me that her personality changed, and she started acting crazy, super crazy. So I don't know what happened. So anyway, don't keep people in your will and trust. Like, you gotta get rid of them. You gotta update your shit. Like, you cannot, excuse my language, but you cannot leave anybody in your stuff that don't even like you. You cannot even say you want to put people in your stuff that don't like you, because the moment you tell people that you want to put them in your stuff and you don't even like them, is the moment they're going to want to go and claim something, and then they're going to try to use your daughter, your son, your mother, your father as like a co-signer, all that stuff. Basically co-sign what you saying, all that stuff, right? It's just like, it don't make any sense, right? I don't know how she's doing now, but I'm just saying. So anyway, I'm going to make a will and I'm going to make a trust, even though I don't really, I'm talking about I don't really need it, because I told you I was actually sick. I mean, I'm still a little bit sick, but I'm not as sick right now, so I will still need it just in case something bad happens. Because they got something that's called a stipulation, where it's like, you know, since you wrote a will, you're good to go. Or no, this is trust. Since you wrote trust, you're good to go. So it's like you get to tell, hey, look, I'm gonna give this to my dad just in case I'm unable to respond or anything like that. I'm gonna tell him, okay, well, you can go and tell my doctor about it being okay if I release all my information to them and all that stuff. You know, basic stuff like that. Right? That's nothing. You can get a person to actually speak to you about like what you want done to yourself. It's like, you understand what I mean? So that's another one. I don't know why in the world y'all refuse to get that. It's like, listen, we're all gonna die. I'm gonna die. I might not even wake up tomorrow. And I'm looking y'all benefit. I might not wake up tomorrow. But you know, as long as I go out peacefully, as long as I end up in the right afterlife, you know, the right afterlife, which is the one, the good one, the heaven, enjoying this, myself and all my past, all my animals that died, all my animals, you know, are still alive, going to eventually join me, all that stuff, and all my people and all that stuff in heaven. As long as that happens to me, I am good. That's all I really care about. That's all I super really care about. That's all I'm just saying, y'all. So anyway, I'm tired, and I don't know what. So, bye, guys.